Hey everybody, so welcome to the video on updating your topology files dynamically. So you know that at the moment we are using static topology files that specify which peers you will connect to. Eventually we want to get to a point where we have peer-to-peer discovery. So if you participated in the ITN, you will know that there was peer-to-peer discovery there, and you would automatically connect to peers that are on the network. So currently on the mainnet, we have to specify which ones we want to connect to, and you want your node to be connected to active peers, and also if you have a static topology file, then if you specify some peers and they work, who knows if they will work 10 days from now. Will their servers be up? Will you be able to connect? Will their nodes be synced, etc.? So that's why we have another great tool from CNTools called the topologyUpdater, and we'll use that to fetch a list of peers that are currently synced and seem to be working. So we'll run the node with those peers every 12 hours. I will set it up as 12 hours. I think that's a reasonable number. You can also set it up to 8 hours or 24 hours. I'm going to go with 12 hours for now. So yeah, I'll get into the server and we'll start doing the stuff for that. So I'm in the server, and as part of the prerequisites that we run, we get topology updater script, which is located in the cnode scripts directory, and there it is, topology updater. So if we nano that, we can inspect it, and basically the important line is the last one. This is the script sending our data to the API, and basically the API uses this to confirm that we are a qualified peer to add us to their list, so that other people can fetch our relays as well. So this is just like a verification thing, but we're not fetching anything for our own files. So we'll add a line here, and this is the basic form of it. So it fetches the topology to a path you specify, and it takes some arguments like max, being the maximum number of peers you want to get back in your topology file, and also custom peers, which are the peers you want to set that you always get. So like your own relays and your producers, or any other peers you want to connect to. So the max value set here to 12 does not include custom peers. So if you set max to 12 and you specify 7 peers, you're going to get 19 peers in your topology file in total. So I'll just copy this in the last line of the script, and I'm going to specify the path to be our general files directory. So opt Cardano cnode files, and I'm going to call it updated topology in camel case. I'm going to leave the maximum number of peers as 12, but I'm going to edit the custom peers. So I'll remove these, and now I'm going to add only 2 of my relays, okay, for demonstration. You would add your producer on here because you want this thing to fetch your producer, to give you your producer all the time, because you want to always be connected to your producer. I'm not going to put it in here because I don't want to expose the IP, but the process is the same as adding a relay, just a different IP address, and maybe the same port, maybe different port, just specify your producer. So let me just get the IP address of some of my relays. I'll get this one. Okay, and now you see the combination is IP address colon port number. Okay, you can add optionally another column for valency, but I don't need that. And then when you want to add another pair, you separate them with a vertical line. And let me get my other one. And there we go. Now I could add, like IOHK mainnet relays here as well, like so. Let's copy that in here, and there we go. So now in my fetch topology, I will get 12 pairs plus 2 of my relays plus the IOHK relays. Okay, I think that looks fine, so we can save that. And okay, now how do we run the script? Well, we can run it manually, but actually the script works in a way that you have to run it every hour. Okay, not more, not less. Well, not more, definitely. Less is okay. If you run it too many times in a short amount of time, then you could get blacklisted. So you don't want that. And before you can fetch some pairs, you have to be verified. So it's going to take 4 hours, 4 requests to actually get the first topology file. But okay, how do we set it to execute every hour? We can use cron. So if we do cron tab E for edit, now it's going to ask us which editor do you want to use. I'm going to use nano, so number 1, and here we can at the end, so these are comments, at the end we can specify when we want to run the script. So instead of typing it, I'll just copy this from the CNTools documentation, but it's just a path to the script, and the thing on the left, the stars and numbers here specify what times it should run. So if you need help, you can go to like a website like crontab guru or something. So you see, if we have like 5 here, it's gonna run every hour on minute 5. Okay, so this one is for minutes, this one is for hours, days, months, and days of the week. Okay, but anyway, now it's 13:24 here, so I'm going to just save this as 25, and then it should run in 1 minute. And after it runs, you can inspect the last result as is specified in the documentation in the logs topology updater last result. So it's switched to 25 now. I think it should have ran. So I'm gonna go to logs and ls here, and then we have now topology updater last result. Okay, and we have one result with a message, nice to meet you. Okay, that's the first response we got. So okay, nice to meet you, everything works fine. We need 3 more of these before we can fetch the topology file. Okay, so I'll have to wait 4 hours to continue this video, but I can just show you what our updated topology file looks like. So if I go to files and nano updated topology, we'll see we got a message, IP is not allowed to fetch from this list because we're not verified yet. So that's the first thing we need to do. And now we set it up to run every hour on minute 25. You can specify any minute, yeah, so after 4 hours, I'll be back to continue filming this and go into how to schedule node restart every 12 hours to use the updated topology that we get. So several hours have passed, and we got, or we should have, the new topology downloaded from the updater script. So if we go to files and nano updated topology, we called it. There we go. So we see first my two relays that I specified and the Cardano Mainnet, the IOHK relays, and then the rest is a list of relays that were fetched by the script. So yeah, now we got it's dynamic. So this list is updated every time we fetch it, and we got quite a bit of peers here. So in order to apply this topology to the node, we cannot do it dynamically. We have to restart the node. So what I did for my setup is I scheduled cron to restart my node every 12 hours, and the node runs with the updated topology. So the way I did that is I wrote a script for it. So I'll do it. This is the only relay I haven't done it for, so I'll do it here during the video. And so yeah, for that we need to write a script first. So let's go to scripts, and we will create a new script called cnode-restart.sh, and let me just copy the script in so you can see it. So this is it, and turn the notepad off, and so we can go through it. So first it kills Cardano node if it's running. If it's not running, no problem. Then it sleeps for 5 seconds. I can actually lower that. I did that because, I don't know, I just thought if you kill a process, give it some time to relocate the memory or something like that. But I'll just leave it at 2 seconds. I think it's fine. Then we killed the relay session. So we kill a session called relay. And we restart the node. So maybe if you kill a multiplexer session, it will kill the process if the process is running in that session. I didn't test it, but yeah, I like to be explicit. So I just kill the process first, kill the session, then start the node, and I started in the session. So I create a new session called relay, and then I use the send keys, which basically means I'm sending this command to the session relay, and I am at the end there's CM, which stands for basically enter, but via a script. So it's gonna print the command and hit enter, and yeah, that's about it for the script. So what I want to do is first make that script executable. So I'll give it chmod 755 cnode restart. So if we ls now, it's going to show up as green, which means we can execute it now. And now I want to change my cnode script that actually starts the node. I want it to use the updated topology, because that's what I called my new topology file that I fetch. So I wanted to use that. That's fine. And now if we schedule the restart node script to run every 12 hours, that should be fine. So if we go to cron tab E for edit, and we add another job here. Now how do we do it so that it runs every 12 hours. So I want this part is 25. So every 25th minute of an hour, the script fetches a topology list. So I'm gonna run the node on 26th minute, which means I'll run with the newest topology. And the next star is 4 hours. So I'm gonna put, so in my relay schedule, this relay should restart at 6 hours and 18 hours. So it's 12-hour difference, and the rest is just filled with stars. This basically reads restart the node on 6/26 and 18/26 every day. And the path to the script is going to be Cardano cnode scripts and cnode-restart.sh. Now that's what I want to get, but I'm just gonna comment it out so that we can test that it works first. So I'll just run it every minute. So if I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if I put 5 stars, it's gonna run every minute. And yeah, we can save that, and let's see. I presume we will have an error, and I'll talk about that soon. So it should execute about now. The minute switched. And so if we go to a TMX session, so it did run. You don't see anything, but it did run, obviously, because we have a session, and in the bottom you see it's called relay. So command not found. Why does this happen? You know, if we run cnode, it knows which command it is. So basically the problem is that the script doesn't know what Cardano node is, doesn't recognize that command. That's because some of the stuff when we start a multiplexer session with cron tab, it basically doesn't use the environment variables, whatever the variables we got defined in like Cabal, you know, like Cardano node and stuff like that. So how do we fix that? Well, we can just be a little bit more explicit. So if we go to cnode-restart.sh, and no, sorry, if we go to the cnode.sh, the one that actually runs the Cardano node command, we can just edit that a little bit and be more explicit. So instead of saying Cardano node run, we're going to point it to home.cabal/bin/Cardano node, and this is basically where our Cardano node is called from. So if we give it a direct path, then it will find the command there and we won't have a problem. Okay, so I think if we save that and just wait a couple of seconds for the next minute to pass and for cron tab to run it again, we should see that everything's okay now. So a minute just passed, and if we open a session, there we go. The node has restarted, as you can see. 7 seconds, and that's that. Now I have to quickly go to cron tab and comment this line out, because otherwise it would restart it again in a minute, and I don't want that. So now that I saved that, to ensure that that doesn't happen, I'm just going to activate my line from before, which will now run it every 12 hours. So okay, that's that, and that's basically it. I'm just going to wait for the node to read the local database, so that I can show you, that it actually is connecting not to like 5 peers or what it had before, but it's connecting to like 18, 19 peers. So yeah, I'll just wait for that, show you that, and that's about it. And there we go, syncing now, peers 18. So those are all the ones in the new topology file, and the system is now set up to restart every 12 hours and update the topology. Now I want to note, that I have multiple relays, so I scheduled my restarts for different times for each relay, so that at any point in time, only one of them is ever restarting. And I think that's important. You don't want to restart them all at the same time and lose that amount of time of being connected to the network. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's about it for topology. I don't know if there will be any better ways of doing this sort of thing before we get like integrated peer-to-peer discovery on the mainnet. But yeah, we'll see. Everything's still new, so we have to make the best out of things. And a big thank you to the developers of CNTools. They made this topology updater script, and yeah, it's great. And if you want to use my script for restarting a node, please feel free. I will post a link in the description. But yeah, that's it. So until next time, take care. Oh, and I just want to say, if you like the videos and you want to support the channel, just share the videos. Share them on social media, make them visible for people coming in to see, and hopefully they're a good resource. And I know a lot of people have been telling me, that my videos have helped them, and I really like that, and I want to keep it going. So please just share as much as you can, so everyone has access to this. And yeah, that's what I want to say. If you have some ADA lying around, consider delegating to Eden, and yeah, that's also a way to support my work. So yeah, until next time.